Visors down, first gear engaged, lights out here in France. A good start from Marc Marquez from second place, and Zarco struggled a bit. It has to be said, Lorenzo trying to force his way through for the second row as well, and he powered.
Sixth place, but he's hammered them on the brakes going into that second corner. He's already up in the second place. What a start by Lorenzo, though. From 6 on the grid, he got the whole shot, and he leads just as he did in their head.
It couldn't have been a more perfect start, have you known? He's down already. La Chapelle is as far as, unfortunately, you know, he's got it. Will not be 3 podiums on.
Put the Italian on the floor.
It's another horror start for Viñales as Rossi shadows a move there on Marc Marquez.
This is as close to the two of them have been since that infamous controversial clash in Argentina at the start of the season. Rossi can't find a way through to make a move on Marquez coming into turn number 13, record him on for the first time. Lap 1 and about to be chalked off here in France very, very quickly, and maybe try and make a break. He's not wasting any time. It was close. He thought about a move at the inside of the museum corner. Lorenzo was close there. Zarco, he almost touched Lorenzo's rear tyre. No way through this time for Zarco.
Oh, he's a bit out of shape there as well. Bide your time, Joanne, bide your time. It'll come. Your Jorge Lorenzo, notoriously a difficult rider to pass as we go into turn 8. We're on more.
I know you guys have the tyre information now on your screen, but Marc Marquez, he's run a hard rear tyre. I think he's been careful in the early lap.
But it certainly looks that way. He's been beaten up a bit in the early laps, although he's got a bit of a gap now. I think Rossi made a mistake on that last lap because he's fallen behind Petrucci and he was glued to the tail of Marc Marquez.
Unfortunately, it looked like Marc Marquez was getting a little bit hot down the garage Vert corner, the helicopter shot at the Shimano-Berv chicane. Still Lorenzo from his teammate Dovizioso. Then Zarco just settling into the race now with that soft rear tyre on.
Maverick Viñales.
Nobody could overtake him. Not a lot of love lost between these two right now. They've been exchanging barbs in the media with their media scrums throughout this weekend, and it's Lorenzo that is still holding firm. Marquez has eked out 3/10 on Zarco, so he's slowly coming back into podium contention, is Marc Marquez.
His lead.
The only rider in the field that went for that hard rear tyre was Marc Marquez. How crucial is that going to be in the second half of this race? He had unbelievable pace on that hard rear tyre in this morning's warm-up session. He absolutely rampaged through the field. He was almost half a second quicker than anybody else in the warm-up session, so he made a bit so I've never seen him look so perplexed and so confused after a crash. He's not a guy that throws it down the road very often, is he, Andrea Dovizioso? So he did it here memorably with Marc Marquez in a tandem tumble 2 years ago in 2016. Marquez closed his rides up on Johan Zarco's rear tyre going down into garage Vert, so
go down just then. Comes up from Lorenzo's pit wall. Gap behind Marquez is rather large now. Back to Petrucci, Rossi, Miller and Pedrosa.
That's a massive, massive blunder by Andrea Dovizioso in terms of the championship. Down at La Chapelle, there's the replay. He's just taken the lead of the race, hanging on in there as well in 6th place. Miller's just put in his best lap of the race, a 1:32.862.
As it stands then, live championship standings with Zarco ahead of Marquez, it would be down to 8, but then a huge gap back to 3rd place Viñales, who at the moment in this race is in 12th place, just ahead of the injured Cal Crutchlow.
So as you were, then Petrucci on the soft front, soft rear, and Rossi and Miller last time around again put in their personal best laps. Rossi a 1:32.638. That actually put Valentino Rossi the quickest man on the track in 5th place, so Rossi's got good rhythm at this stage of the race. Nobody faster than the Doctor.
Trigger there beautifully. Marc Marquez, what a move on Johan Zarco. He moves up into 2nd place, and that'll silence the crowd as we make our way round turn 14 and onto the home straight. Zarco desperately trying to get into the slipstream. Will he be able to
on that occasion?
And if Zarco if Marquez isn't able to pass Zarco soon, he's going to have his hands full because Danilo Petrucci and Rossi are coming. No, sir, he's down! Zarco's down! At turn 8, the home hero is not going to be picking up the glory here today.
2 weeks, I'm afraid. Talk about playing into the hands of Marc Marquez in the World Championship. Marquez was already 12 points clear of Zarco going into this race, so Zarco minimum is going to be what? 30 odd points back. He could be 37 behind if Marquez can pick a way through on Jorge Lorenzo, and he's got so much time, 19 laps to go.
Well, the contenders are falling by the lap. Danilo Petrucci there to lead at the moment. Dovizioso, head in his hands, he can't believe what he's just done here in Le Mans. An opportunity has gone begging.
What a bad mistake. Bad mistakes all round from Dovizioso and Zarco. Zarco's
close enough, we've seen it in the past. But that's wide from Lorenzo, that's wide, and through comes, and contact perhaps from Marc Marquez on Lorenzo, and he in turn loses potentially second place to Petrucci. No.
That was aggressive by Marquez, but there was definitely a little bit of room there. Definitely a little bit of room.
Zarco going down at turn number 8, in a bit late, in a bit hot, and unfortunately that's it. Game over.
You could see, a bit like Dovizioso at La Chapelle, it just wasn't settled going in on the brakes. And when it wasn't settled and he kept on squeezing the front brake, it was over. It wasn't coming back. There you go. That's the end of the French dream in Le Mans for another year. Petrucci, he could see Marquez already trying to check out at the front. Danilo Petrucci knew he couldn't wait another 2 or 3 corners because Marquez would have been gone. So Petrucci makes his move and he drops Lorenzo back to 3rd place. Petrucci then picks up the baton. Can he now hunt down Marquez?
I've got to be honest, of the riders that I thought would bring apart a race to Marquez, I didn't have Petrucci down as it, despite his third
hard rear. And already he's got a half a second advantage over Danilo Petrucci. Danny Pedrosa is down in 6th place at the moment. Aleix Espargaro having a fairly lonely ride in 7th. Alex Richter just put in his first lap of the race at 1:33.584. He's got some serious company though, Rins. Morbidelli, Vignales 3.7 last time around, and Rossi's fading as well. Rossi, he's catching. He's actually catching the wrong timing actually. Yeah, Rossi got it from 32.
There he is. You can just see he's catching him, and there's a bit of an error there as well from Lorenzo. Rossi could be going on to a podium here.
Soft for Lorenzo, Steve. What he
needs. 6/10 clear at the moment of Danilo Petrucci, the unlikely hero. Danny Pedrosa is having a very good race, as is Jack Miller here, just shadowing these guys.
Yes, a good fight at the moment, isn't it, for 3rd place? Lorenzo still
up ahead of him. This would be a disaster for Lorenzo.
If Miller picks him off, this is going to sting. This is going to more than chafe Jorge Lorenzo. He will not want the bike he was riding last year. Let's not forget, Jack Miller is not on the latest spec Ducati. He's on the GP17, which Lorenzo rode last year.
He tried to cling on. He's fast through sector 1, is the Italian, but after that, Marquez just able to stretch the gap. Through turn 8 we go, 14 laps remaining. The gap between Petrucci and Rossi is 1.3 seconds. Miller is through on Jorge Lorenzo. Jack Miller is up into 4th place.
Really, really deep. Cracking lap time, 1:32.426. Rossi is 1.8 seconds behind Marquez. There's still half the race to go. It's the replay of Marquez up at turn 3. Pedrosa was half a second faster. Pedrosa surely will be finding a way through his fellow Spaniard. I've got to say, Valentino Rossi is mullering his teammate Maverick Viñales. He's absolutely mullering him. Viñales can't get so in the rest after Dovizioso. Lorenzo Pedrosa went down. The misfortune for Zarco and Dovizioso today. Let's put the 3 of them again back in a podium battle. Fair play to Petrucci. Really is trying to heap the pressure on Marquez. He's got the gap down to half a second as well.
13 and 14, there'll be 11 to go this time around. There's Jack Miller having a brilliant ride, the Alma Pramac Ducati rider, 7 consecutive top 10s, and at the moment another one coming, and perhaps the best of all.
And Marquez has responded. He's got the hammer down again. He's just put in his fastest lap of the race at 1:32.
Although that battle continues and Morbidelli's just nipped back ahead of him again.
Espargaro's had a bruising weekend. He's been on the deck 3 times, but he's inside the top 10 on the KTM. Just behind him, being hounded by the pitbull, the warrior Cal Crutchlow, who last night would have thought he wasn't going to be taking part in the 27-lap French Grand Prix.
At the top left of your picture,
the key stage of the race where Marquez has decided to get his head down. Fastest lap of the race, medium front, hard rear tyre. He's now a second clear of Petrucci, and that may well be the key lap that has finally broken Petrucci's resolve.
Low 32s were not a problem for Marquez throughout the weekend. At the moment, he's just doing well to stay within 7 or 8 tenths of Marquez.
Well, he was fuming and furious in Jerez last time out when he finished in 4th place. Gutted he was to have missed out. It's worse than finishing second. At least second, you're on the podium and able to join in the post-race celebrations. He won't work it. The acceleration and grunt of the Ducati will make it so hard to overtake. Crutchlow's picked off Espargaro. There's a good fight going on here between the 2 rookies, Anthony Cyrene and Franco Morbidelli. Not too far behind them is Bradley Smith and Taka Nakagami.
Unless the Marquez mistake comes, it's looking unlikely that anyone's going to have anything for him, and it could be a similar smell to 2014, where Marquez, as he crosses the line with 8 laps to go. Wins 3 races on the trot.
Yeah, he's just that little bit faster than at the moment. Marc Marquez gone to over 2 seconds for the first time. He's got daylight between himself and Lorenzo. Lorenzo's 1.8 seconds behind Jack with us, so he's relatively comfortable in that 4th place, but with a bit of fading grip now at this stage of the race, he may just think, okay, 4th place, I'll take that. Look at the completely seething, raging inside that factory Ducati garage. No points in the red, no points in Le Mans for Andrea Dovizioso. Red was not his own doing, I'm afraid, today. It was all his own doing. As Maverick just trying to find a bit of pace and a bit of rhythm. He's in traffic in front of him. Jorge Lorenzo's going to be really, really frustrated. He led this Grand Prix at the start, and now he's dropped back to 6th position.
Credit where it's due to Danny Pedrosa. That was a really lovely move there. A little opportunity at turn 8.
Yeah, that's something he knows. He'll know at the back of his mind that Marc Marquez, he does tend to give you an opportunity. Marc Marquez, we know he can make mistakes, he can have a few scares. Last time Petrucci and Marquez fought for the victory was in the flashing rain in Misano. Petrucci, he threw everything at Marquez that day. Marquez responded. Simon?
I think Alberto Puig is right on the money. We're in the danger zone.
22 laps completed here in Le Mans. The world champion still has an advantage. It's another 32.6.
Fair play to Petrucci. He's matched him blow for blow again that last lap around. A 1:32.6 from Petrucci. Couple of tenths quicker than Rossi. I don't think Rossi's going to have anything for